When you are a beginner, the world of skincare is honestly so confusing and overwhelming, as the oil cleanser can help to reduce the oil buildup that can lead to those pesky blackheads and whiteheads. That's what's actually making you oilier. It has the most beautiful light gel cream texture, glides on easily, absorbs easily without feeling tacky, heavy, or greasy. Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through a simple and affordable routine for skincare beginners. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel 登録しちゃってください。しちゃいなよ。I know a lot of you guys are experienced skincare enthusiasts like me, but I have also noticed that there are quite a number of you who are new to skincare and just starting their journey, which is honestly super exciting. You're gonna have so much fun. Whether you are a teenager that just needs a really quick and simple routine to do before you head to school, or you just missed the chance to learn about how to build a skincare routine, I'm here to help you through this new exciting chapter of self-care. When you are a beginner, the world of skincare is honestly so confusing and overwhelming. There are so many brands, so many products, so many do's and don'ts, and there is a lot of misinformation out there too. So I wanted to create this video as someone who has been using skincare for 15 plus years and also has been professionally testing them for about 10 years, aka having a beauty YouTube channel for about 10 years. So let's get you started on a simple and affordable skincare routine. So first, what should you be looking for as a skincare beginner? First misconception that we have to get rid of in regards to skincare is expensive does not equal effective. Yes, expensive skincare products can of course still be really good products, but it does not have to be expensive for it to be good. I have tried hundreds of skincare products at this point, from cheap to mid to a little bit more expensive, and I can confidently say that a lot of my favorite ones are the more affordable products. And it's well within reason to go for the more affordable options when you are a skincare beginner. Another thing to look out for is ingredients that will work with your skin. Especially if you are a beginner, you do not want to jump in the deep end and go for these actives like vitamin C, retinol, AHA, BHA, like all of those buzzwords, which I feel like all of us have heard. They are great ingredients, but if you are a beginner, they can be a bit of a shock or irritating to your skin. So when you're starting from nothing, it is a better option to go for gentler, all-round ingredients that work for all skin types. And the last point I want to highlight is how to effectively use these products. Not only is what you use important, how you use them are too. For example, using too little of a product or using it in the wrong way can actually reduce the full potential of that product, and you may not see the full results of what could have been if you use them correctly. Considering these points, the brand that I want to introduce that is perfect for skincare beginners is iUNIK. I have mentioned them multiple times already on my channel, and a lot of you are huge fans already that you even asked for a brand review, and it was actually after reading those comments that iUNIK reached out to do this collaboration. So thank you to you guys for making it happen, and thank you to iUNIK for sponsoring this video. So for our routine today, I have selected 5 products from them, 3 being their best sellers of all time and a few of my personal favorites too. These 5 products are all you need as a skincare beginner to have a complete routine for both morning and night, and they all retail for under $20. So let's get started on the routine. Step 1 is cleansing. So it is important to cleanse every day to make sure we get rid of all that gunk that is sitting on our skin that we have accumulated over the day. This can be makeup, sunscreen, dirt, oil, pollution, dust, and so much more. By not cleansing our skin properly, it can get oilier. It can also stop from other skincare products absorbing properly, and it can also lead to breakouts. At nighttime, especially if you wear makeup, SPF, or have oilier skin, you can definitely benefit from using an oil cleanser like the Calendula Complete Cleansing Oil. A very simple cleansing oil made up of only 8 ingredients, and 94% of the formula is made up of those natural plant oils. Sunflower seed, canola, jojoba seed, macadamia seed, and cananga or dorada flower seed oil is used to gently cleanse all of those oil-based impurities without irritating your skin. On dry hands, take 2 to 3 pumps of this lightweight cleansing oil and gently massage onto dry skin. If you're wearing makeup, make sure to work on those areas where you are wearing heavier makeup, so usually the eyes and lips. This one doesn't sting my eyes, which is great. And if you're not wearing makeup, I recommend to focus on those areas of pore concern, so usually your nose or your chin, as the oil cleanser can help to reduce the oil buildup that can lead to those pesky blackheads and whiteheads. After massaging adequately, add a little bit of water to your palms and emulsify the cleanser, aka turning it into more of like this milky fluid formula. After another quick massage, make sure to rinse off completely with lukewarm water. Your skin should feel freshly cleansed without feeling tight or dry. Next, we are going to be following with the Centella Bubble Cleansing Foam. With this one, we are going to be using it both morning and night. In the morning, we just need the one cleanser since we only need to wash away that light buildup that just accumulated overnight. And then at night time, we're going to be using this as a second step cleanser after we finish using the oil cleanser. Why we like to follow up with a second step cleanser is to make sure that we're getting rid of any residue that our first one may have missed, or even some residue of that actual cleansing oil. Having dry skin myself, I don't always use a cleanser in the morning. I sometimes do just rinse my skin with some lukewarm water, although this one is so gentle and also self-foaming, so I love using it in the morning. As the formula comes out as micro bubbles, it will deeply cleanse your pores without having to apply pressure. On wet hands and face, I like to take a generous helping, but about 3 pumps, and massage gently in circular motions on the skin. 69% of the formula is made of Centella asiatica leaf water, which is known to be calming and healing to the skin. So this cleanser is perfect for all skin types, even sensitive. My partner Logan is also a huge fan of this one since it is so quick and easy to use. So I can guarantee it'll become a favorite for people who are especially short on time. Step 2 is hydration. Whether your skin is oily, combo, normal, or dry, there is a good chance that it can also be dehydrated. Our skin needs both hydration, which is the water mass in our skin, and also moisture, which is the oil mass in our skin. And we do need that good balance between the two for our skin to stay healthy. I think most people do remember to moisturize, which is great, but not everyone remembers to hydrate. Using a hydrating toner is one of my personal favorite ways to rehydrate the skin, but I know not everybody is a fan of them or kind of find them necessary. So instead, we're actually going to be using a hydrating serum, as it can help to hydrate the skin, but also is more of like a potent concentrated version of a toner. So for morning and night, for the first step after cleansing, we're going to be using the Beta-Glucan Power Moisture Serum. So I had tried products with Beta-Glucan here and there, although didn't pay it too much attention until recently. I was trying a number of products that had this common ingredient in it. So I did a little research, and honestly, it's kind of become my new favorite humectant. Think of it as a step above hyaluronic acid. Yep, I said it. This serum is formulated with 40% beta-glucan, making it not only hydrating but boosted moisture and elasticity benefits too. Take about a dropperful or 2 to 3 drops and spread it evenly across the skin. It is instantly hydrating and plumping. It really is like quenching the thirst of your skin. A few weeks ago, actually, I had a pretty bad allergic reaction to a product. It's my own fault. I failed to look at all the different ways a ingredient that I'm allergic to can be written in an ingredients list. So let my lesson there, but I had quite irritated, itchy, inflamed, red skin. And when I was transitioning out of that irritated, flaky skin phase, this was the serum that I was picking up. It has a super simple ingredients list, I think only like 10 ingredients or so. And compared to hyaluronic acid, it does have more of those soothing and calming properties. It helps barrier support and is said to even be 20% more hydrating, hence why I called it a step above hyaluronic acid. I know some people do get sensitivity to overuse of hyaluronic acid, so if that sounds like you, Beta-Glucan is definitely a great hydrator to try next. Step 3 is to moisturize. Now that we have hydrated our skin, we do have to make sure to seal in all of that goodness with a moisturizer. I know that especially if you're a teen and have oily skin, don't worry, we have all been there, including myself. Using moisturizer feels like it's going to make our skin even more oily, which obviously we do not want. But by not moisturizing, aging, our skin can actually compensate for that loss and end up developing more oil. So that's what's actually making you oilier. So simply put, we need to moisturize no matter what our skin type, but it doesn't have to be a thick, heavy cream. Hence why I want to introduce the Centella Calming Gel Cream. This is one of iUNIK's bestsellers of all time, and I understand why. It has the most beautiful light gel cream texture that glides on easily, absorbs easily, feels comfortable on the skin without feeling tacky, heavy, or greasy. This one contains 72% of Centella asiatica leaf water that we talked about earlier, being calming and soothing to the skin, and 10% of tea tree leaf water, which is a great ingredient to help fight off those acne-causing bacteria and to control excess oil production too. The process of applying moisturizer is pretty straightforward, but the only thing I will note is to make sure you use enough. I think the term used a lot is to use a dime size amount, which only really works for like Americans. I actually like to take a little bit more of a generous amount when it comes to moisturizer, because if I do have any excess, I just apply it down my neck, my décolletage, on my hands, or like anywhere else. You can always use moisturizer on the rest of your body too. The other great thing about this moisturizer is that it has a instant cooling sensation too. So if you live in hotter or more humid climates, it's going to be so refreshing on the skin. And of course, remember to use your moisturizer in both your morning and night routine. Now for step 4, protect. This step only applies for our morning routine, but of course we must protect our skin from the sun. If there is one thing you should invest in now, no matter what age, is sun protection, because sun damage is the #1 cause of skin aging and something that is a lot harder to reverse compared to something like moisture or elasticity loss. So if you want to spend less money and time on your skin in the future, wear sunscreen now. For this, I recommend the Centella Calming Daily Sunscreen. As the name suggests, a sunscreen that is perfect for daily use. When it comes to sunscreen, we do have to make sure we are using the right amount to get the full recommended labeled protection. So this one does have SPF 50+ with PA++++, which is very high protection. And to get that full protection, we are recommended to use about a 1/4 teaspoon for our face. Now, I do understand that most people are not going to have a 1/4 teaspoon lying around to measure that sunscreen every time you're applying. So the other trick you can use is the 2-finger method, where they recommend using 2 finger lengths of sunscreen for your face, which works out to be about that 1/4 teaspoon. Of course, it might not be exactly accurate because everybody does have a different face and sunscreens do come in different consistencies, but it is a good ballpark approximation. This sunscreen has a light but creamy texture that blends out easily with no white cast. It uses ingredients that we've already talked about, like that Centella asiatica extract to soothe the skin, as well as Beta-Glucan to hydrate, but it does also have the addition of adenosine, which is going to help with skin texture, and niacinamide, which basically works for everything else. When it first applies, it can seem a little dewy, but it does dry down to a nice and natural satin finish. If you are new to wearing sunscreen, I definitely recommend going for one with chemical filters like this one, since it is way more cosmetically elegant and more comfy on the skin. My partner Logan is also a huge fan of this sunscreen. I mean, he's like a huge fan of just iUNIK altogether, but this is one of his all-time favorites. We usually share most sunscreens, but he practically finished a whole tube of this by himself. So yeah, I would recommend it for all genders, all ages, and all skin types. All of iUNIK's products are certified vegan and cruelty-free and have been tested to be dermatologically safe. Dermatologically. It's such a hard word to say, is it not? Dermatologically. Please don't make me say it again. All of iUNIK's products are certified vegan and cruelty-free and have been tested to be dermatologically safe. None of the products have added fragrance, artificial or otherwise. If they do have a scent to it, it is just that natural fragrance that occurs from the ingredients. Lastly, I do have some great news for those who live in the US. So even at full price, all of these products do retail for under $20, although for the full month of November, which of course includes Black Friday, you can use the code 5iUNIKTINA to get an extra 5% off your purchase on Amazon US. I will leave the link in the description, which will take you directly to the official Amazon store of iUNIK. Please make sure you are buying off the official store just to avoid any counterfeit products. So happy shopping, and I hope you learned a thing or two from this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you select another one of these two videos to get to know me a little better or to learn something more about skincare, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Mwah!